So lots of cool missions last time, hey? We had that ridiculous thing with Stephen Lumpkin's Norse clone scientist guy, and the intense mission with the guy with the troll and the crushing with the arms. So I'm continuing to pick up missions. I think I have one already that I'm kind of like ready to go. But I want to double check and see if I have any other missions before I go. So, you know, we're still working towards that, having enough money to pay off the Decker, to pay off Alice. But until then, we're taking smaller jobs and, well, let's check the status, right? So I'm just under halfway there. So I still need to get some more money. We figured out some of Glory's backstory with straight up Satan, the devil Satan. Which was cool. I like her backstory. It was a good surprise. The devil made her light her mom on fire, which is some bullshit. Alright, I got some emails about a salvage DVD. Hey, what's up, Malit? You little cute face. Aw, she's adorable. The screen flickers to life, and Malit's face appears. From the shifting background and ambient noise, it's clear this message was recorded on a portable device. Hoi, NightSass. Just wanted to tell you I've met with limited success working on that stack of DVDs. It's a thorny problem, but at least I'm making some headway. If you look on the table beside your DVD player, you'll find another recovered disc. And you know what that means. Let's warm up our HR Giger voice. For my part, I'm going to continue working on the other DVDs. To tell you the truth, I wouldn't hold out much hope, though. They're badly damaged and suffering from disc rot. I had disc rot once. It's not good. From, Jana. I guess I should thank you. You got me out of that horrible job alive. I don't think I could have made it out on my own. Jana was the like mousy engineer that we brought along with us on that mission that went horribly wrong with the elf, the first lodge mission. What happened on that run took everything else away from me, but at least I'm still breathing. Oh yeah, because she killed that guy with a bomb. The lodge turned me into a killer, NightSass. It gnaws at my guts every minute of every day. I still can't sleep at night. Innocent people. Normal people. Oh, do you want to kill normal people? Gross. Normal people have to live. It's the weirdos that can die. You know why they made me do it? Because they could. Oh, that's not very nice. I don't know, maybe this doesn't bother you. You're a Shadowrunner after all. You kill people all the time. Just another day at the office, huh? Well, I'm not like you. I can't just kill people on the job and forget about it the next day. This is gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. I don't know how to live like this, but it's still better than not living at all. That's what I keep telling myself. So I figured I might as well tell it to you too. Jay. Hey, it's Silky. Hi, NightSass. This is Silky from the hotel. I hope it's okay I'm writing you. Samuel gave me your email address. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you for everything you did for me. Kicking my cram habit was the hardest thing I've ever done. Yeah, she was messed the fuck up. I don't think I would have tried it if you hadn't talked me into it. Bam. To celebrate my newfound sobriety, I've decided to sign on to volunteer at the charity. Who knows, maybe giving back to the community will help turn things around in my life. Anyway, thanks again, NightSass. I owe you one. Aw, that's nice. We saved her. Let's look at the jobs directory. Yeah, give me that payment. To call your work unsatisfactory would be an understatement. When I said we wanted the prototype, it should have gone without saying we wanted it intact and operational, dumb cuff. You technically fulfilled the terms of our arrangements, so you will get paid, but don't expect to ever work for us again. Schmid. Boop boop. Yeah, what up, payment? Okay, so we just have the one. We have the pharma cleanup job, so I guess... Oh no, I have one more. I have a meeting that I need to take. Let's go talk to Paul Amsel. Amsel calls over his shoulder the sound of your approach. His eyes are glued to his computer's display. NightSass, Frau Mueller should be on her way, but Before you go to the meeting site, I have news. He glances at you, and his words trail off. Upon seeing the expression, Amsel's voice becomes strange. You can wait. Tell me what happened. Oh yeah, because I got ambushed. Nothing much. Got attacked by a bunch of idiots who didn't know who they were messing with. Boom. They lost. I see. And these idiots? Did they drop anything that could be of use? Identifying information? Why yes, they did. Because this is a computer role-playing game, and every time someone attempts to assassinate you, they have a note, or a PDA, or a weird tattoo, or something that leads you on your next adventure. Also, Trista Ray in chat, Tris makes a good point. They were probably Rainbow fans. Amsel takes the PDA from you and examines it. Yeah, I should be able to extract some information from this. Give me a moment. He plugs the PDA into his computer and goes to work. A few moments later, he lets out a grunt of dismay. A grunt of dismay. Well, NightSass, I was able to recover a file, but unfortunately that's all I'll be ever be able to pull off of this thing. All that anyone will, truth be told. Must have been running some kind of counter-intrusion software. The instant I gained access, it bricked itself. Amsel disconnects the useless PDA and drops it to the ground. He's just like, well, this is a brick. Blonk. One whole file? Nice job, Paul. Their attitude is trying, NightSass. This is serious. I expect you to treat it as such. Maybe I'll let Blitz take a crack at the next PDA we find. Old people are bad with computers. That would be a mistake, but it's your call. Now, do you want to hear what I pulled off the PDA or not? No, I want to keep burning you, Paul. Glory, you want to get in on these sweet burns? I know how much you like them. I mean, your mom did. A comm file. The audio is all here, but it looks like we've only got video from one side of the conversation. Let's see what we have. He opens the file, and a nightmarishly familiar face appears on the screen. Bachmeier. The voice bleats out from Amsel's speaker, filling the room. Audrun here. What's your status? Ooh. Bachmeier's image is garbled, but his voice sounds young and eager. Target acquired, sir. You were right. We spotted her on the U-Bahn, just like you said. Probably on her way to a job. As per your instructions, she's gonna try and take her out on her way back. She'll be more vulnerable that way. Hopefully injured, low on ammo too, but only time will tell. Good man. Proceed as instructed. Orc voice. Will do. Cosman's ringing up an ambush now. We'll try to make it quick. The orc with a nightmare face nods. Send me a comm when the job is done. Hail Sauron. The image on the computer screen dies. Amsel turns to face you. Well, our scarred friend makes an appearance. NightSass, I suspect Green Winter's predictions are coming true. I believe that Fierschfinger is behind this. Under Amsel's patient exterior, you can feel the worry that's eating at him. Be on your guard. You and the rest of your team. You made it through this attack relatively unscathed, but next time you might not be so lucky. Don't worry, Paul. I will. Good. I was expecting nothing less. Now, NightSass, on to other, albeit connected matters. As I was trying to say when you first approached, I was able to uncover some new evidence in your absence. Coincidentally, though, that evidence pertains to our scarred friend. You might recall I dig into Audrun's skin grafts. I would like to dig into his skin grafts. Well, I did, and the search has borne fruit. One of my contacts outside Berlin handles the paperwork for all the private hospitals across Germany. It's a dull, boring job, but it has its perks. Amsel pulls open a file on his computer. A medical chart opens on the screen. As it turns out, our scarred friend's skin grafts were performed at a legitimate hospital after all. That's some good news. What's the takeaway? The charts are light on identifying information. Our friend's name is listing as Max Musterman, local equivalent of John Doe, but they do cover his injuries in great detail. Audrun's injuries were extensive: 2 broken ribs, a shattered pelvis, and sustained third-degree burns over 60% of his body. Most damning of all, he was suffering from acute radiation poisoning. His body had absorbed over 5,000 millisieverts of ionizing radiation, a lethal dose without treatment. His information dries up at this point. We know that he was treated and discharged, but what happened afterward remains a mystery. Your thoughts? Hold nothing back. I'd like to hear everything that comes to mind. No, you don't. Nobody wants to... You don't want to ask NightSass that. Just tell me everything that comes to mind. Well, I was just thinking about my last album and how good it was and how I really should change my clothes because I want to wear something, you know, sparklier. But, instead, let's see. The burns sound like Dragonfire. Spent some time in the SOX. I mean, both of these things are probably true, right? Excuse me. So let's start with this one. 5,000 millisieverts is a lot of exposure. Short of basking in the glow of an unshielded reactor, I don't know how he'd absorb that much ionizing radiation without spending time in the SOX. Alright, so he was heavily irradiated. Most of the time from the SOX. What else does this tell you? Those burns sound like Dragonfire. I don't believe Aldrin is working for the Firewing. I believe he is serving her. On Green Winter's second DVD, he mentions there's a cult who's in the SOX that worships the Firewing. The Disciples of the Cleaning Fire. I believe Aldrin belongs to this cult. Well, that's bad news. Nothing more dangerous than a zealot. My thoughts exactly. A hireling can sometimes be bribed or reasoned with. A pawn can be liberated. But if the Firewing soldiers look upon her as a goddess figure, nothing short of killing her will deter them. And even that might not stop them. Yeah, let's fight a dragon with our guns. So it's possible Aldrin is a dragon cultist. It seems to fit much of the other information we've discovered. Any other red flags jump out at you? The hospital couldn't ID Aldrin. Either somebody covered his tracks or he's living completely off the grid. Indeed, if Aldrin were a denizen of the SOX, a glowpunk, his lack of identifying information would make sense. It's a working theory at any rate. So, to sum up, Aldrin has probably spent time in the SOX. It's possible that he even lived there. It's a member of Fjarstringa's dragon cult, and he's after you. In my mind, all of this reinforces one fact. We need to find Vauclair and need to do it fast. To hell with that, I'm gonna find Aldrin and take him down! If you should wander into your crosshairs between now and our attack on Fjarstringa, then by all means take him out, but I don't think it's likely that you're likely to get the opportunity. It's far more likely he'll continue throwing his men at you till one of them scores a lucky shot. I love it when they just throw men at me. We need to continue forward with our plan to hit the Harfield Manor. Taking down Firewing and her lapdog is the only way to guarantee these attacks will cease. Before that, it's imperative we find Vauclair. Well then shut up and let me go do a mission. Yeah, shut it. I'm going. Let's go meet with Frau Mueller. Wait, oh, the DVDs though. Alright. HR Giger voice, we gotta do it. Alright. A soft whirring sound fills the air as the ancient DVD player spins the disc up to speed. The scratched LCD display comes to life and a menu fills the screen. The display goes blank for a moment, and the face of Green Winters winks onto the screen. The timestamp on the video reads 2042-0805. Ah, so this is earlier because he's not in like insane kooky guy voice or face. Hi, I was thinking about Adrian today. Not as he was when he disappeared. Not the fabled dragon slayer was the big time CEO of the defense. I was thinking about when we were kids. Little children. Well, I was always more of a kid than he was, of course. He's 15 years older than me. In a way, he was more like a parent than a brother. Winters pauses. His gaze drops to an invisible point on the table in front of him. So I was thinking about this time when we were on holiday. Our parents took us out to the island of Paul to enjoy the beach. I never liked the beach. Too much sunshine. I must have been about 5 years old. Adrian was 20. It would be his last family vacation with us. A year later, he'd begin his meteoric rise to fame and fortune. But on this trip, he was my brother. And when I fell out of the little paddle boat our parents rented and started sinking fast into the Baltic, he was the one who dove in to rescue me. You saved my life that day, Adrian. I love you forever for that. And I will find you. I owe you that much. I drew this painting of you. You have a penis for a head. It's beautiful. The display goes blank for a moment, and the face of Green Winters winks onto the screen. The timestamp on the video reads 2049-06-06. Found an old news article that mentions Adrian from way back in 2036. It was printed in one of those financial magazines called Das Finanzwesen, one of those chic print-based mags they produce for the retro crowd. There aren't many clues in here, but it's good to see someone else acknowledge his existence. He clicks an off-screen button and the image disappears. It's replaced by a digital scan of a magazine page. S-Stock suffers in post-buyout brain drain, November 12, 2039. In the aftermath of the Dragon Lawfear's hostile takeover of Sederkrop, I am not going to pronounce this word properly, Schwerindustriegelischkraft, SKI, a continuing brain drain of high-level executives is causing ongoing worry among company shareholders. The company's stock took a major hit when Lawfear deposited former CEO Wilhelmine Graf Benoit last August. 3 months later, long-held positions within an SKI empire continued to empty as the Dragon consolidates its power base. The most recent casualties of Lawfare's takeover include Alexander Kobayashi, former COO of Seda Munitions, Mathis Donner, former treasurer of Ruhr Datafax, and Werner Harding, former CEO of Deal Defense. Harding stepped into the role to replace Dr. Adrian Valclair, who disappeared under mysterious circumstances 2 years ago. Winter's face whoop, wanders back onto the screen. So, there you have it. That's what they had to say about Adrian a mere 2 years after his disappearance. My brother. The footnote. Well, this track does load. It's clearly corrupted. The screen fills with a meaningless stream of text. Meaningless stream of text. Same with that one, too. A rattling sound fills the air as the disc grinds in its tray. A few seconds later, the screen fills with text. From the desk of Werner Harding. Dr. Valclair, it is my sad duty to inform you that by unanimous vote of the Aufsichtsrat, okay. By unanimous vote of the Aufsichtsrat, your position as CEO of Deal Defense will be terminated at the end of this calendar month. Your continued misallocation of company funds to pursue personal agendas cannot and will not be tolerated any longer. Goodbye. The supervisory board is not unsympathetic to your mental state. The trauma you have endured during your pursuit of the dragon, Fürschfinger, must have been enormous. But your continuing obsession with the dragon, the dead dragon I might add, has proven a negative influence on the company and an unjustified drain on company resources. The board wishes you all the best in your future endeavors. We've prepared a generous severance package to assist you in this time of transition. If there's anything more we can do to help you, please don't hesitate to ask. Yeah, full on 100% total, like, apologies to all people who actually speak German who are watching this stream or video. I do not. I definitely totally don't, but I'm trying. I'm like mangling my way through. I realized I wanted to check Shadowland before I left. Thread, massacre at Shotton schoolhouse. Really attention-grabbing headline, right? It's how the local news has been spinning it. Trudy's schoolhouse was abandoned years ago and being used as humanist recruit and training purpose. One second here. There we go. Come on, Shadowrun. Do your thing. There we go. Truth is, schoolhouse was abandoned years ago and being used as humanist recruitment and training complex. Tolstoy. You're kidding me. A friend of mine was going there after class. He said it was just a community center. Alex Tusk. I know none of you are fans of humanists, but that entire chapter house got wiped clean. There are probably some kids in there off the street just looking for a hot meal. Screw humanists for exploiting them, but they didn't deserve death. Good riddance to those assholes. Streets are a little safer now that they're buried. Maelstrom. Went trolling on the humanist board, and that place was totally wiped out. Volker Stahl was in place of the chapter house. Good riddance to that piece of dreck. Ruby. Yeah, just got offered a job to geek one of Humanis' lieutenants. Seemed like Stahl is dead and a power struggle is already underway. Jast. You taking the job? Pro shot. Not my kind of work, but I gave the Johnson an address to one of your Trick's dead drops. Jast. Cheers, mate. Pro shot. Was Pro shot Australian? Just finished up drinks with a chummer. This guy's got a blue beard. Just finished up drinks with a chummer who was doing some biz up there. The real story is Humanis didn't want to pay for the services rendered, and some hired muscle went crazy and took them all out. Bluebeard. Yarr. So the muscle decided taking the whole place down would get the Nuyen. They're talking about me, obviously. Well, that's one way to make a living, I guess. Even if your friend did get screwed out of a bit of Nuyen, I don't think Humanis would be worth the bullets. Especially that many of them. Yeah, man, I did it. I did it all. Alright, Formula Jensen. So we've all seen this one floating about the tricks. This is some serious stuff. Heavy duty corporate and all over it. Not a lot of players could be behind something like this. Ares or SK, maybe one of the big pharma corps. Say shearing. AGC. Of course, you can never totally discount the Azzies either. Ruby. Tolstoy, my esteemed colleague, this is indeed a recipe for some top-shelf dreck. Whispers from the shadows say this is sourced straight from the F-state. Smiling Bandit. Hello, boys. I'm a big fan. You know, long-time reader, first-time poster. Quite an interesting concoction you have here. Just itching to cook some up. So many interesting properties to play with. I've already got a few tweaks in mind for our own special version 2.0. Brewmeister. Are you sure you want to do that? This stuff doesn't play nice, and the corps are really bad at sharing their toys. Smiling Bandit. You can, of course, always share their secrets for them. Gotta make sure they're gonna run a little faster than them. Clockwork. Always running, eh, Clockwork? Smiling Bandit. Like clockwork. Bandit, I'm touched by your concern, but don't even worry about little old me. I do declare this shall be ever such fun. Brewmeister. The time to rise up against the corporations is now. Fight for a free Berlin. New Revolutionary Alpha. You fall out of a time warp, the war's over and we won. Hard to imagine Berlin any freer. Maybe you just need to switch to decaf. As long as any corporation is active anywhere in the F-state, we are all at risk. We must act. New Revolutionary Alpha. Corps are good for business and keeping their little corners. Why do you think we'd help you? Wraith like 44. How naive to think they will stay there forever. Don't you see the takings, the freedom we all hold so dear? Plans are being made across the F-state. With the shadow community on our side, we shall prevail. Neo-Revolutionary Alpha. The F-state has its own way of dealing with those who step out of line. Take your politics somewhere else. Around here we've got bills to pay. Tolstoy. Scheisse, what a thrill. Had to do a simple data steal on the SK branch office. Turned into an OK Corral shootout. Never seen first response team arrive that fast in my life. Had a Decker off-site running damage control. Managed to distract the second team to a different building while we jacked the car the first team came in. Past tense. Lesson learned. Simple when it comes to SK means something else. SK in this case means Saderkrupp. You stole the corpse response vehicle. Don't they have trackers on those things? Tolstoy. Of course they do. Dumped it off the side of the road with a prime grenade in the back seat just to be safe. Maelstrom. Ha, nice one. Wraith like 44. Bragging about a nearly failed run on SK is worth paying the Decker to backtrace your Shadowland account. They're gonna backhack you. Any idea what valuable data they were hiding in that branch office? Tolstoy. No idea. Money was too good to take chances with it. Safely delivered and the transfer cleared. Okay. Thank you for that expository adventure. Yeah, you done goofed? Got backtraced? The whole fucking thing. Yeah, like those stories, they're not irrelevant. They're all important to fill out the things that you're already doing. Oh, I gotta meet with Frau Mueller. I'm going the wrong direction, friend. Oh, this asshole. He's gonna be so pissed at me. Fuck you. Fuck you, Luca. I don't like you anyway. Alright, Frau Mueller. As you press your way forward through the cozy, smoke-filled confines of Café Sesve, you catch sight of Frau Mueller. Looking serious, Mueller. She appears, as Amsel described her, an impressive-looking woman of Aztlaner descent. She doesn't look South American, but okay. Everything about her screams corporate executive, from an expensive-looking suit to her tastefully understated makeup. She's obviously nervous, but she's hiding it well. She locks eyes with you and hesitates only slightly before speaking. I'm gonna give her like a Spanish accent, I think, like Mexican. She's Frau Mueller, but I think that she's probably, if it's actually her name, she's probably married to a German dude. Because she's Aztlaner, right? And Aztlan is South America, I think. Yeah. NightSass, I presume. Amsel told me that I could meet you here. He wasn't lying. He said you had a job for me. She holds her silence for a moment, then nods. Yes, I do. In truth, I'm in desperate need of your help. Tell me what you need, Frau Mueller. She offers you a small smile. An assumed name, obviously. But I have been told this is how you people do business. She straightens in her seat and tries on a smile. It hangs there for a second, then fades away. She sighs. From my accent, you've no doubt inferred I am an Aztlaner. Further, you may have guessed who I work for. You tell me I'm not in the business of guessing. I mean, obviously. Az Technology, the only Aztlan-based corporation operating in Germany. I've been with the company. She got German there. I've been with the company for over a decade. Over the course of my employment, I've worked on a great many projects. From the innocuous to the obscene, my hands have touched it all. From the innocuous to the obscene, my hands have touched it all. That's pretty great. Never once did I question the wisdom of our research. Never once did I consider blowing the whistle on my employers. I kept my nose down, worked hard, and excelled at all the tasks set before me. Go on. Last month, I was transferred here from my home in Tenochtitlan. Yeah, I got that pretty much right. Tenochtitlan. It's Mexico City, right? They like in Shadowrun they changed it. They told me that an employee of my caliber was needed in Berlin, that I would be working on a project with wide-reaching applications. The only other detail I was given was the project name. Bloodline? That doesn't sound good. As technology, they have like blood magic users in their employ. She looks you in the eye, and for the first time you can see the cracks in her composure. She's doing a good job of hiding it, but deep down this woman is terrified. I've seen many terrible things in my life, NightSass. In Tenochtitlan, blood magic is commonplace. Take a moment to imagine what that means. Blah. It's messy. Thanks for the sub, Drinkwater1. In the underground markets, people are bought and sold as chattel. Street children are rounded up and bled like lambs. I witnessed these things by the age of 12. Seeing such things, it changes you, makes you numb. But what I found when I arrived here was worse. The project, it horrifies me, NightSass, and it must be stopped. Tell me everything you know about Bloodline. The less you know, the better, for both of us. You'll just have to trust me on that. Alright, fine. What do you want me to do about it? I want you to bring the building down. The computer, the research data, the mages and scientists working about to build this abomination. I want them all burned to ash and buried in rubble. No compromises, no exceptions. I'm sure you have unanswered questions. I'm not in the habit of dealing with Shadowrunners. In truth, I've spent the majority of my career living in fear of you people. But I do know that you're the only ones who can help us get this done. So tell me, NightSass, is there any more you need to hear from me? Are you ready to make a decision? I'm not a demolitions expert, Frau Mueller. How do I level a building? You don't need to be. All you'll need is a competent decker. The facility is powered by a number of on-site generators. There are safeguards to prevent them from overloading. In the event of a power spike, the system is designed to shut itself down. But I know how you can disable those safeguards. Once the generators begin to overload, you'll have a limited time to reach a safe distance. The explosion will be quite catastrophic. Let's talk compensation. Oh, 36,000 new yen. Yup, it's fair. I don't need any more things. Let's do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna blow up the building. In that case, it's a deal. I can't tell you how relieved I am, NightSass. Thank you for helping me bring this nightmare to an end. Oh, don't thank me yet. I will iron out the remaining details with your Herr Amsel. He'll want to talk this over with you anyway, I'm sure. You're a good woman, NightSass. You're saving more lives than you know. Yeah, we're gonna go nuke a building. I wanna go to the Talisman guy, the Talismonger dude. I can't remember where his shop is, but... I wanna ask him about Satan. Oh yeah, he's down here. No, that's where I just was. Lower right. Ah, there he is. The Talis Kramer. Hello, I need to talk to you about, Satan. First, I gotta pet my dog. Oh, good boy. Hello, Absinthe. You know why I love her? Because absinthe makes the heart grow fonder. Alright. NightSass. Hold a moment, I'll call Algernon for you. Curious. When I look at you, I see red. Red? Red, splattered like paint across great metal arms. Small rooms drenched in it, with droplets oozing down from the ceiling. Pretty. Yeah, you're kooky. That's all I needed. Where's Algernon? Be well, human. Oh, where's the guy? There he is. Oh my god. Morpheus. Hello again. May I help you? I have a question for you. You're in luck. I have a great many answers. What can you tell me about the adversary? The shamanic idol, you mean? An unusual request. Why do you want to know? It's my teammate, Glory. She spent her youth as a member of an adversary cult. It was kind of a bad scene. Interesting. First, tell me what you already know. Then I will do my best to fill in the gaps. Hey, man, you're the one who knows about this stuff. Can't you just answer the question? Come on, man. Help me out here. Ah, the impetuousness of youth. Very well, young human. I will lead the discussion if you insist. One cannot merely be told what the adversary is. The adversary is a totemic embodiment of rebellion, an anarchist and a usurper, betrayer and symbol of defiance. It is a proud idol, utterly sure of itself and its mission. The majority of its followers are arrogant and cruel, not the most pleasant of people, to be told. That said, the adversary can be interpreted in different ways, just like any idol or totem can. Some of its followers are worse than others. Yeah, I'm sure that they're a charming bunch. You joke, but the shamans of the adversary can be quite charming. They're confident to a fault, charismatic, and flaunt their willingness to break cultural taboos. It isn't unusual for them to attract large crowds of followers. So I've heard. They use their influence to ruin the poor sheep that flock to them. Some of them do, yes, but not all. As I said, there are different ways of interpreting the adversary's mission, and not all of them are malevolent. After all, rebellion can be a positive force if it's harnessed by the oppressed. See, I kind of like the adversary for this reason. That said, trusting the adversary would be a mistake. It is a treacherous idol, and all of its alliances are temporary. This is not a world of absolutes, young human. I would not call the adversary evil any sooner than I would a more conventional totem like shark or bear. All can be destructive, yes, and cruel, but none are intrinsically so. This was a lot less complicated before I talked to you. We live in a complicated world. The Christian tradition that much of Germany adheres to would argue that the adversary is Lucifer, yes. But many other traditions would disagree. Personally, I feel like calling the adversary a devil is an oversimplification of the truth. It is both more and less than the Christian doctrine would have you believe. But this is a question for the philosophers. And now, young human, I have a question for you. No. Not a question. A request. I would like you to tell me about your friend's dealings with the adversary, and I would like you to be thorough. It's a long story. As luck would have it, I have nothing but time because I'm an arrogant-ass elf, and we live forever. Alright then, hold on to your butts. After hearing your story, the talismonger leans back in silent contemplation. Well, considering your friend's upbringing, it's no surprise that she views the adversary as a devil figure. She's interpreting her experience through the lens that she was given. Makes sense? The elf pauses, stroking his beard in quiet contemplation. The silence stretches for several seconds before he continues. I find this hero figure, the leader of your friend's old commune, to be deeply troubling. He's clearly a toxic shaman, working in the service of his own warped view of the adversary. You say he serves his own view of the adversary. Don't idols care what their followers do in their names? To an extent, yes. The adversary wouldn't abide one of its followers attempting to bolster the strength of an authority figure, for example. But idols and totems can exhibit a broad range of behaviors, and men such as Harrow hide in the extreme ends of that range. Technically, his interpretation of the adversary is the adversary, but only the worst aspects of it. I would totally be an adversary shaman. Just don't tell anybody. In the magic community, a shaman is referred to as toxic when he twists his idol's principles in order to cause harm. Some toxic shamans are eco-terrorists, protecting nature with deadly force. Others are essentially rabid, slavering things that hunt and kill with wild abandon. I don't believe that Harrow fits into either category. From what you've described, he genuinely venerates the adversary, or at least his own view of what the adversary should be, and he's been rewarded with power for that devotion. He will make a formidable enemy should you choose to face him. Yeah, dude sounds like bad news. Bad news. Yes, that's one way of putting it. Such men have been responsible for many terrible things in the awakened world, and they are not to be confronted lightly. I trust that you will. Best of luck to you and your friend both. Cool. Hail Satan, but do it in like a good way, not like an asshole. Alright. Okay, Paul Amsel. Hail Satan, but don't be an ass about it. Welcome back, NightSass. How did the meeting with Frau Mueller go? I accepted the job. Any ideas on how to tackle this? Yeah, a few. Frau Mueller has provided us with detailed information on the facility. I've vetted the information and it seems to hold up. Based on this intel, I've formulated what I believe will be an effective strategy to bring down the building. So, playing this game has really reminded me of a lot of the, like, kind of archetypal stuff from Shadowrun that maybe we haven't been including in Mirrorshades. Like ghouls and, some of the big, better-known tech, like Aztechnology and blood magic and bug shamans and, like, the kind of stuff that maybe if you're familiar with the lore, you would be missing if you're watching Mirrorshades. So I'm going to be playing this, and then I'm immediately going to be playing Shadowrun Hong Kong. you can kind of probably you can definitely expect more of that stuff to kind of like find its way into Mirrorshades. According to Mueller's intel, the facility is extraordinarily well guarded. Whatever this bloodline project is, the Azis have spared no defense to defend it. The facility is patrolled by AS Technology's internal security personnel. On their own, they would pose a challenge, but I don't doubt that you could brute force your way through them. Unfortunately, they will not be on their own, as Technology has purchased one of Knight Errant's most expensive security contracts as an additional line of defense. That's not good. No, it is not. Knight Errant is too dangerous to take on directly. But if we were to compromise their comm links, we could at least partially mitigate this danger. I pulled some strings with an old contact of mine. He's provided me with the address of a small software developer, OTK International. So I read the firmware updates for Knight Errant's comm system, and their defenses should be considerably weaker than AS Technologies. My contact has informed me that OTK stores an off-site hard copy of every firmware update it develops for data security purposes. My suggestion is this: hit the offices of OTK International, reduce their computers to slag. In the interim, I'll have the hard copy of the next update replaced with a compromised version. When OTK's next update goes live, our compromised version will be pushed out to Knight Errant. When you hit AS Technology facility, I'll be able to track Knight Errant via their comm links. This should make the run more manageable. Thanks for the re-up, Penguin Ninja. He fishes in his pocket for something. A moment later, he produces a corporate ID with your face on it. Night Face. This will get you through the front door of the office park that contains the OTK International. My contact was only able to provide me the one card. You'll need to get the rest of your team in through a side door. Alright. Sounds like a plan. Okay, so should I do this? Should I do this AS Technology quest, or should I do the other one first? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe I'll do the other one first. I mean, this is a big mission, but yeah, let's do that other one first. Get me warmed up. And for everybody who's asking what Mirrorshades character I'm gonna play for Hong Kong, I think y'all know it needs to be Young Taiga. All right, let's do the Pharma Lab. Yeah. Sorry, Glory, you're out this turn. I'm gonna take Iger with me. Yeah. Continue. Okay, so I need to grab... I don't think I need all those. Well, I don't have my medic, so yeah, taking the med kits probably would help. Sure. Gosh, I should have bought more recovery kits. Yeah, karma. We got 15. Okay. Well, let's bump my charisma up for real. And then bump my... ranged combat up too. Okay. The reception area of the Sharing Pharma AG lab looks normal enough. The synth leather couches were obviously designed more for appearance than for comfort, and the blue steel walls are gently illuminated with energy-efficient recessed lighting. All in all, it's a perfect example of a typical corporate design sensibility. Bland, generic, and safe. An overturned houseplant is the only sign something might be amiss in the lab ahead. Are you ready for this, boss? According to what Herr Fuchs told us, this entire complex is going to be crawling with hired security. It's going to be a hell of a fight. I couldn't care less about the fight. I just want the paycheck. So this is just like kind of a combat mission, I guess? Okay, here we go. No. Okay. Oops. Let's get everybody into the room. God, I really don't want to get him killed. Okay. Get in here, drone. Ow. Okay, NightSass, seriously, just hose this dude. There we go. Hey, good work, Blitz. Alright. Yeah, we're just working our way through these guys. Yeah, NightSass, like, rifles are crazy powerful in this game. It's kind of awesome. Let's go and hack this thing. Sneaking our way through this building, sort of. Yeah, jacking in. God, I haven't like decked in a long time. Alright, execute exploder or attacker. Let's make an attacker program. On a 75 intellectual property damage. Suck it, White Ice. We're in the Matrix now. So futuristic. Yeah, here we go. Here come the enemies. Oh, my attack program didn't stick around? Okay. Guess I gotta do this myself. Cool. Alright, well, we're slowly working our way through this Matrix business. This is a pretty easy section of the run, so that's cool. I don't have to worry too much about that. I'm gonna seize control of the cameras pretty soon, I think. Nice, good shot. Okay, heal. I'm gonna heal Iger. There you go. Oh yeah, look at Blitz just like decking away down there. That's awesome. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, I guess that means I've seized control of those systems. Is there anything else in here? I don't think there is. Okay, let's just get to the jack point. Back to the real world, man. Cool, so now we can see the whole facility. There's like turrets over here. A mage in this room. Guy with the... Yeah, there's a bunch of dudes in this room. Okay, so if we go through this door, we'll have to fight all of them. So we'll go deal with this guy first. I should have put... I keep forgetting that like Overwatch is a thing in this. Alright. Oh, do I have like a drone repair kit? Yeah. Alright, here come the bad dudes. Oh. Yeah, that's why I brought the sniper along. Oh yeah, that guy got really messed up. Ugh. You know, the thing I love about Shadowrun as like an intellectual property is that if you describe it to someone, it sounds so incredibly stupid. But somehow they've just managed to make it work. Like... Yeah, it's like cyberpunk, and there's like corporate dystopias and stuff, but like also elves and dragons and magic and shit. And like conceptually, like that's such a clusterfuck. Like it's just such a dumb idea. But like, yeah, by some weird merit, like it's still fun. I don't know, it's hard to explain my thoughts on Shadowrun. Oh my god, everybody's getting so messed up. Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have clustered them together. Oh, God, we're never gonna get to play because of all the fucking grenades. Alright, seriously, fucking eat it. Eat bullets and then choke on them and die, please. Here we go. Oh no! Wake the fuck up, everybody. Wake up, sheeple. Get the fuck out of there. Run, NightSass, run! There we go. Okay, so we're gonna hold back here. We're gonna fall back to the other room, I think. We're gonna heal up, cause shit is not going well for us right now. Okay. Stupid drone. Yeah, see, I remembered to Overwatch that time. Maybe I'm not as bad at this as I thought I was. Alright, NightSass, get hype with the guns. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully if I don't give them a target, they'll come running in. Guess I'll move Iger. Yeah, and it looks like this is an area I could summon a spirit. So when I get up there, I'll do that. Oh my god, so many dead bad guys. Oh, 91% chance to hit, huh? Bullshit. What was that guy doing? Oh, moron. Yeah, this is a good strategy. Like, keep the sniper back here, and then just do Overwatch for the other guys. Because their long range is not nearly as good as mine. So I can just keep doing this and kind of like plinking at them. Yeah, look at me, I'm strategizing. Okay, so actually they're not so bad at shooting me. I want to get NightSass up in there, but Yeah, okay, let's do it. Oh, god damn. I was just waiting to be able to heal. Alright, well. Let's try to finish these guys off at least. Come around the other side and see if I can flank him. Iger, you fall back. Let's get Dietrich in here. Wow, asshole, you're really asking for it. There we go. Yes, fight's over. Okay, cool. Well, this is a great place to take a break. So we'll do that. And we'll come back and we'll continue with our pharma mission when we get back. I expect there's going to be lots more fighting, so stick around. We will see you in just a few minutes.